Do you remember the Disney movie Zapped? You know the one where Zendaya like downloads that dog training app that lets her control all the boys in her high school? Now imagine that movie, but werewolves. So I was just scrolling, looking for a movie to watch when I stumbled upon this absolute gem of a movie known as Bite. So Bite is about a phone app that turns people into werewolves. I'm not joking, the description says, after discovering a phone app that claims to turn users into werewolves, as apps usually do, a group of friends grow concerned as bloody attacks plague their town. So I guess it's not really like Zapped, but that doesn't matter. Just ignore that part. Just forget that part. The movie starts off with one of those typical slasher intros. They kill some random people just to show how menacing and evil the villains are. And I mean, these werewolves, man, they mean business. So we're following this girl around this garage she's hiding in, and I love how you can tell that they had to film this shot multiple times because you can see the dust prints on the car. It's not that big of a deal, but come on guys, clean it, wipe it off or something, Anyways, this guy comes in and she is freaking out, right? I mean, he definitely heard her. He's a little suspicious. He's looking around. I'm thinking that this is the werewolf and he's gonna turn back into it and then kill her once he finds her, right? No, there's just some random dude. And then the werewolf kills him 2 seconds later. So the werewolf drags him off screen, and we get to see the absolute carnage and just decimation that this leaves behind. And then the wolf just runs away. I like my little, just, why does he scurry off like that? But it looks like Sarah gets to live, right? She's gonna be the main character. She's gonna be traumatized by the werewolf stuff, but it's not gonna get to, So Sarah dies here, obviously, and we get this insanely long pause on her face. Genuine, I sped this up 5 times. It is crazy how long this is. Before cutting over to the coolest title card you will ever see in your entire life. Get it? Cause Bite like a werewolf, but it's an app, so it's called Bite with this movie's so stupid. We come back to what I assume is a Halloween party, absolute rager with these 4 people sitting on a couch, and one of them pulls out this never have I ever game, and they start freaking out about it.
Hey, how about a game?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
Did what? Put a few questions in a hat? I mean, that's cool. Thanks for bringing that, I guess, man. Now, the questions pretty immediately set the tone for what this movie's gonna be, with the first one being, have you ever slept with your best friend's wife?
Okay, whatever. Have you ever slept with your best friend's wife?
And that dude in the hat is like, oh, I don't want to say it, but I did. Brofist. And look, I wasn't expecting the best actors or anything. I know this is a little B movie. I feel like I was pretty forgiving with a lot of it, but some of these lines were just killing me.
Yep. Tracy Adams.
No, you didn't.
It kind of feels like a table read for a movie where they're not really trying because they're just reading the script for the first time, but also none of them actually really want to be there, Okay, go. Yeah. Dude, no. No, you didn't. No. No, dude. Is that good? We move on to the next guy who pulls out a note saying, have you ever thought about someone else while having sex with your partner? And I'm kind of confused at this point. What game are they playing? There was no points or anything. It's not put a finger down or anything like that. I feel like the hat guy was just trying to get something going tonight, what's the next question gonna be? What color is your underwear? I don't want to play this game anymore, man. The final question lands on Nora, and she draws, have you ever kissed a girl? And April gets so flustered that her and Nora immediately leave the room to go to the kitchen. And it's so funny. The guys are just sitting there huh. I wonder what that was all about, right? That was kind of weird.
Alright, whatever.
So who do you think will kiss?
I have no idea.
I wonder why they were so weird about that. Anyways, the girls run over to the kitchen and immediately start talking about it.
Imagine what they would have said if I would have told them that was you. They would love it.
What was that? Can you say that again, actually?
They would love it.
This actually happens a lot in this movie. I don't know if it's the acting or the audio recordings or just a mix of both, but there are a lot of scenes where I genuinely do not know what they're saying. There are so many scenes I had to skip in this video because I don't know what they said. But what I do know is Damon goes outside to smoke, so Jet pulls out his iPad and I guess just starts scrolling the app store, like you do, until he finds an app called Bite, which supposedly gives you evil-ass werewolf powers if you order their evil-ass werewolf power kit off their little app or whatever. So, yeah, I was not joking. That is what this movie is about. Now Damon comes back in and Jet shows him the app and Damon's like, dude, that's kind of sketch. Why would it ask you to order something? And Jet's like, yeah, I guess it was pretty weird. Anyways, I totally ordered it, so there should be a package here soon. Now, we don't have to wait long, though, because immediately after this, a random grip from the film crew or something comes up and places a box down. Just insanely fast delivery. This is literally like 5 minutes later. What was he waiting in the bushes just hoping someone was gonna order it? Come on, man. Come on, please click it. Please click. You know what it was? It was probably Amazon. I swear to God, they do like blood rituals or some shit to get these packages there that fast. I ordered a cable last night. It got here today at 6 in the morning. There is no way what they're doing is legal. Anyways, Jet goes out to grab the box, which is werewolf's blood. Of course, you know, I mean, that's what I expect in my Amazon packages. And the app says that they need to do a ritual in the graveyard to get their werewolf powers. So he immediately convinces everybody to pack up and go with him to the graveyard.
I am so going to end up regretting this.
She sounds like the kid from the Magic School Bus. She's like, oh, is this gonna be a normal trip? Like, you don't have to go, lady. You could just say no. Like, come on. Also, does this app actually do anything? It kept saying it was gonna grant them powers, but all it really did was give them like a tutorial on how to do it. It's like a WikiHow on how to give werewolf powers. Anyways, they start scouring the graveyard looking for this specific grave until eventually they find it. He sets down the iPad in front of the grave and what was that? They didn't even load the image on the damn iPad. They just green screened it on there. Why? Why? Just load the image you guys made, clearly made, onto the iPad. Why would you green screen it? That is like the worst possible way to put shit on a tablet. Why? They end up at Ray's grave and they start doing the ritual. I don't know where he gets this evil-ass golden cup, but they all eventually get convinced to prick their fingers to drop their blood into the cup to, like, start the ritual, right? Well, actually, they're not convinced. They all just immediately are like, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
It's just a prank.
Like, seriously, they are way too into this random app this guy downloaded 20 minutes ago. I mean, it is Halloween night, and they were sitting at their house just asking each other 20 questions. So, fair enough, I guess anything's better than what they were doing. Now, while the main guy is pricking his finger, some of the blood drops onto the iPad, and we get this, like, blood detected screen, and it turns into this evil-ass werewolf mouth, and this is awesome. I'm sorry I doubted this app. This thing is awesome. He fills the cup up with everybody's blood, holds it up to the moon, and then the app starts talking to us.
Sister Moon, we praise you.
Who was that? Did they get some New York subway speaker to do this? Like, they didn't even touch his voice at all. That's just some guy.
Wolf Spirit, for your power and wisdom.
The app finishes talking and Jet's told to chug the cup, and he is really into it.
Woo! Oh, it's a rush.
Yeah, man, I'm sure that 4 drops of blood was a crazy rush, man. He's acting like he's Tuco from Breaking Bad. Like, what is happening? They wrap up their ritual, head home, and they have this like little angry dialogue outside their house because the girl in black, April, actually did not want to prick her finger at first and is kind of pissed about it.
No, it wasn't David. And just to be clear, it is never happening again. At least, not with me.
Every interaction with these people feels like it's all their first time meeting each other, which is not true. It's verifiably not true. They're all shown as really long-term friends later on in the movie, but this scene would make you feel like this is a weird first date, you know? Like, none of them feel like they want to be here. Everyone heads home. Nora stays with April to make her feel better, and we see Jet tweaking out on his couch. Before we cut over to some random lady. She's walking down this little street when all of a sudden we see this werewolf chasing her. Sorry, this guy in a Party City werewolf costume is chasing her, and you'll never guess what happens next. I bet you'll never guess. Yeah, she dies to the werewolf.
I swear to God, you better not be playing no bullshit. I'll mess your bitch ass.
Oh my God. The werewolf guy might want to back off. She's gonna mess his bitch ass. The werewolf, unfazed by this terrifying threat, destroys her, and we fade to the next morning with April. And Nora. They head downstairs to breakfast, and April recounts this weird dream she had, and I have no idea why she words it like this.
In the dream, I was seeing through the eyes of the lichen.
What is this, Beowulf? You don't need to say it like that, lady. You can just say werewolf. I don't think anybody's gonna care. Nothing else really happens here, but they realize they're out of eggs, so they go outside to eat. Now, while they're out, they actually run into Jet, who sits down with them and orders the primal breakfast. Because the werewolf, remember, like, the werewolf, the couch? Now, they sit down and start talking for a bit, and we get my favorite line in the entire movie. And I just want to say, I try not to make fun of actors directly, because at the end of the day, I probably can't do any better, right? But this line killed me.
Hey guys, do you know what today is? All Saints Day. Dia de los Muertos.
Like, genuinely, if this girl was in a comedy movie, that delivery would have been perfect. I think she's just in the wrong genre. What's even better is they never bring this up again. There's no connection to Dia de los Muertos in the movie. She just kind of said this because she wanted to, I guess. I'm half convinced they didn't even give this girl a script. I think they just let her run free. I don't know. But back to the important stuff. Jet just keeps eating and taking other people's food, but he just can't seem to get full, right? And every once in a while he's eating this, they just cut to some random person staring at him. It's so awkward. Actually, this entire scene is so awkward. They watch him eat for like a solid minute. I mean, like, I sped up the footage here. Is this not crazy? After breakfast, we cut over to Jet's house as he hops on his laptop to check out the app store of Byte again for some reason. Not the app itself, just the app store. Like, you can see it on his laptop, right? Why do they keep doing this? Like, just put the image on his laptop. Why are we green screening it? You have the image. It's not even centered on the laptop. Why? And the AI generated wolves are just the cherry on top of just this like shitty looking scene. But after he looks at this a little bit more, he heads off to class with all 3 people attending. And I think his teacher is like a robot or something.
So if you could so kindly as to open your books to chapter 13, please.
I don't know if they used like a noise filter or like they just fully generated her voice. To be honest, I have no clue what they did to it. They definitely did some sort of like AI touch up to her, and it's kind of scary. I mean, werewolves and the Terminator in the same movie? I don't know if I can handle this, man. I might have to leave. Weirdest part of this whole thing to me is this is the only time they do this with her in the entire movie. It's almost like they just didn't want to re-record her lines, like she was just like an asshole or something, and they were like, we'll just grok it, don't worry, we'll grok it, we don't need you anymore, lady. Also, this class they're in is about like Salem or like witches in general or something, which leads to a lot of witches in that sentence. All the questions are pretty normal until this lady asks,
"What are your thoughts of Satanism in this country?"
And the teacher gives the weirdest little satanic panic Bible Belt response I have ever heard.
Truth be told, Satanism is actually the fastest growing religion in the United States. Research warns that chances are now as high as 1 in 10 that the guy next door could be a Satanist.
What are we talking about here? I mean, they never reference this again in the movie or anything satanic at all, unless you count werewolves as satanic. Maybe they forgot this was Byte and thought they were making a Conjuring movie? Like, what is this? We cut to April driving home after class when she suddenly gets a call from Nora.
Do you remember Katie Monroe?
I do.
They found her body in a dumpster. They said her face was tore up so bad that she was almost unrecognizable.
What is this, Twilight? What is Bella on the other end? Like, what was that? Hey, Nora, what's going on?
They found her body in the dumpster, and the dumpster was on fire, and her legs were cut off, and her arms were cut off.
God, Nora is my favorite character by far. She really, really feels like she just stumbled onto set one day, and they just kind of rolled with it. They were like, you know what, let's see what she does. She feels more like she's watching the movie with me. She's like a self-insert character than an actual character in the movie. I don't know how else to describe it, you know? Anyways, we cut over to this bar that Jet works at. Doesn't really matter. None of the people really matter here, but what does matter here is this guy's voice. Got something in your throat, man? What was that? This kind of confirmed to me that they're using some sort of AI background noise remover tool to try to get rid of like static or anything, right? And I can tell them right now, it is not working the way they think it is, and I have no idea why it passed through production. Like, seriously, this is crazy that this is in the movie. Nothing important really happens at the bar, so we cut over to Nora and April in April's house, and they are sitting like neither of them want to be there. It is so awkward, man. Like, this entire movie is just so awkward. It kind of feels like you're at a friend's house that you don't know super well, so you try to be like more formal than usual. You know, maybe it's your first time, so you're kind of sitting there, and it feels a little unwelcoming, you know? Is that too specific? I don't... Seriously though, like that whole bar scene is just so awkward. They all feel like they're being forced to do this movie, like they're held at gunpoint or something. And to be fair, considering the movie, it's most likely a lot of these people's first time acting, but it just feels so stiff, you know? It's just like so awkward. Except for this guy. This guy's awesome. He runs off to the bathroom because he's like tweaking out with the werewolf stuff, and we get the scariest, seriously, the scariest monster transition you will ever see in your life. We come back to those 2 chuds from the bar, and they're kind of freaking out, heading out to their car when they spot something in the woods.
Hey, get out of here!
get out of here.
You're just in a parking lot, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Now, after they yell at this random coyote, Mark goes off to piss in the woods, and he gets brutally mauled by a werewolf. And you know, his friend doesn't really know what's going on. He's like, Mark, where'd you go? Come on, I want to leave. So he goes to look for him, and he also gets brutally murdered by a werewolf. Terrifying. The next morning, Nora's boyfriend goes over to tell them about the 2 dudes dying last night, and the guy's like, well, coyotes couldn't do this. Must have been that werewolf guy. That's the first option? Really? Not like a wolf? Or maybe just like a crazy dude? I mean, even a fucking pack of crazy cannibal crazy dudes from the woods is more believable than, hey, remember that app we downloaded? What if it actually turned him into a werewolf? Like, I'm sorry, I would laugh in your face. That's like, what are you talking about? But he may actually be right, because we cut over to Jet, who for some reason is eating his cat, which just confused me on the whole werewolf aspect of this whole thing, you know? Like, they made it seem like they have to eat people to survive, you know, kind of like vampire shit. But if they can eat the cats too, why doesn't he just go buy a bunch of steaks or some shit like that, you know? I mean, even if it has to be raw, just don't cook it. I don't get why he has to eat people or why he keeps eating people if he can just eat the cat, you know? That's besides the point though, because April comes over and they talk about Chipotle like it's a secret code or something.
Missed out on some yummy Chipotle last night.
Yeah. I love a good chicken bowl.
How'd you know we had chicken bowls?
You told me, didn't you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Oh, well, I guess I'm just a good guesser.
What are you talking about, lady? He never said you had them. He just said he likes them. What? I don't know why this happens, but nothing else important really happens in this apartment until April goes to get some water from the fridge. She drops something on the floor and looks under the table and sees it. My God, he stripped that cat clean. I love how they just put some ketchup on a Halloween decoration and called it a day. That's kind of awesome. That's kind of awesome. Anyway, she collects herself and comes back to say, hey man, what's with all the water bottles in your fridge? And he starts tweaking out.
You know, ever since I drank that werewolf's blood, I've just, this constant thirst. No? I mean, not to mention I've been famished all the time too.
While he's giving that whole speech, she's just standing in the corner like,
You need to see a doctor.
Hey man, you like really need to see a doctor. You should really. She runs out and heads back to Damon and Nora, who she pretty instantly convinces Jet ate his cat. She just kind of looks at them and she's like, yeah, he ate his cat. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, probably. So Damon tries to trace down where the blood came from. And I'm like, damn, they really just dropped their friend Jet like that? Like immediately? Like, yeah, he probably ate his cat. Like, that's crazy. What was he doing before this? While Damon is researching this, April goes to the public library, I assume to study some like werewolf lore or whatever. And she's kind of wandering around just looking for books until she hears a noise and gets really weird about it.
Hello?
Bitch, are you dumb? We're in a public library. What's probably the 7 other people in there? But she runs into her teacher here and they start talking a little bit, mostly about how that girl that died earlier was secretly an escort, which really is the only thing that anyone brings up about her. It's kind of fucked up. They're always like, yeah, it's a shame she was murdered. Did you hear she's an escort? Isn't that crazy? But she segues this to bring up the Bite app to her teacher and mentions Jet drank the blood, and the teacher's just standing there in awe. She's like, holy fuck, he drank the blood? That's really bad. You need to find this random professor that I only name by name and I don't give you any more info. You need to go find him and he'll help. Okay, bye. She runs off. Thanks, I guess. Now we actually follow Debbie out. She meets up with this guy from the bar, I think for like drinks or whatever. It's not really important, but as she starts walking away from the dude to try to fully head home for the night, we hear a snarl. Now the bar guy hears the snarl too, and he's like, hey, I think there's a coyote or something, while he's just staring straight at it. Like, dude, you gotta get your glasses checked, man. He is right there. I see him right there, man. Unfortunately for him, though, he doesn't see the werewolf until it's too late and he gets rushed. This is hands down the best movie I've ever seen. Oh my God. Now the bar guy dies tragically like you just saw, and that causes Debbie to cry out, which attracts the werewolf, and they have him do this like turnaround thing after he kills Larry, and you can see the opening of the suit from this angle. Why would they do it like this? Like, I understand maybe budget, whatever, you can't afford to have the costume cover the full piece. I get that, but you gotta work with what you have, man. Like, if I knew I had an assless werewolf costume, I think the last thing I would do is shove a camera in his ass. Why is it? Angle him anywhere else. Now, the next day, we see April at school, and the classroom is closed for the day. She goes up to this officer and asks him why, and I guess she reveals too much info about what she knows about the teacher disappearing. So he tries to like flag her down, and we get this super intense chase sequence.
Hey! Stop her! I need to talk to her! Hey! Hey, get back here! Hey, I want to talk to you! Excuse me! I want to talk to you!
It kind of felt like that video of that guy that's like, I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. You know what I'm talking about? April runs back to Nora's house and lets them know that shit's going down in this town.
Shit's hitting the fan in this town, Nora. There's something not right. I can feel it.
Yeah, like what I said, yeah. While she's talking to Nora, Damon points at his monitor and we see like a news report, obituary thing. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what this website is supposed to be, but I did notice the screen recording red border on the side. The window is not centered at all or even fully on the monitor properly. The green screen isn't even fully cut out. And I swear to God, if you zoom in, that's the trailer, that's the poster for the movie, and that's the main cut file. That PR file says byte safety form. How did this make it into the final cut, man? Come on. Anyways, they check in on the Byte app and it's gone from 49 downloads to 5,000. Holy shit.
This thing is going viral.
Dude, if that's viral, I'm Michael Jackson. What are we talking about here, man? Also, how is that dude delivering 5,000 packages? How is he? Oh, right, the blood rituals. They research a little bit further and actually find the address of the guy the teacher told them to find. We don't really know who he is other than a doctor, but April gives us a little bit more of an info dump.
His son had a rare form of cancer. And?
Okay. What the hell, man? It's kind of messed up. Anyways, Nora instantly agrees with April that Jet's probably a werewolf, but Damon is still kind of on the fence. He's like, yeah, I don't really think my best friend became a werewolf because of a stupid fucking app, but okay. But they do talk more about the implications of Jet being a werewolf, and Nora points out something very, very eye-opening.
What if he kills again? Doesn't that kind of fall on us? I mean, if he does, it kind of makes us low-key suspects.
I never thought of that before, but she might be right. April and Co make it to the professor's house and the door is unlocked. They kind of just walk in and look around, and I can't lie, this is pretty good atmosphere. This house is pretty creepy. I actually liked it a lot. Until they got to the red room. They walk into the red room and see a laptop with a downloads meter and like a PNG of an anatomy drawing. Oh, and Philip's here, the doctor. April yells at the doctor guy. She's like, our friend downloaded your app and now he's an evil werewolf. And the guy just goes like, well done, Jet. Like, did she really think he was gonna listen to you guys or be like, oh, damn, I didn't think my evil werewolf app would turn people into evil werewolves. Like, read the room, lady. Oh, speaking of reading the room, Damon goes, we're here to stop you, and then whips out a pistol and holds him at gunpoint. Where did he get the gun? Lucky for us though, Philip uses his time to give us some more lore drops, and the backstory of the werewolf blood shit is that his son got cancer and he tried to cure it being a doctor, and he did succeed, but it also turned him to an evil werewolf. His son goes on a killing spree until he was hunted down and killed, and then his wife also kills herself because of the grief of losing their son. Pretty sad backstory, right? I'm sure that's gonna be his motive, right? He actually doesn't tell us any motive of why he wants to turn more people into werewolves other than he wants to give people the choice. So I guess he just really likes werewolves. I don't think that story affected him at all. Now, after this monologue, the doctor unleashes a werewolf onto Damon, who shoots the shit out of it, but unfortunately he gets scratched in the fight, and April and Nora are sitting there like, oh shit, we gotta help you or you're gonna turn.
Don't touch it. We don't know how contagious this is.
You realize if he doesn't help us, you're gonna turn. Nora, stop!
When did we figure that out? Why was I kept in the dark about that? No one else has turned in this entire movie. Why is he about to turn into a werewolf? Is that how it works? They start trying to get an escape plan, so they hop out into the hallway, and April just shouts, Raider, where are you?
Raider, where are you?
And he just swipes out into the hallway. It's so good. He looks like Wesker. Oh, also Damon gets snatched. April and Nora get imprisoned downstairs, and Nora is surprisingly chill about the whole thing.
April, you have to pull yourself together.
Oh, also Damon is turning into a werewolf. That is a real thing that's happening to him. They weren't wrong. And Raider moves Nora to his room, I guess, so he can like kill her or whatever. And he is absolutely freaking out. Right, as you would do if you were turning into a werewolf. And April shouts over what's wrong, to which Nora replies, So I think he is about to turn. God, this movie's awesome. Damon hands Nora his silver knife. They very much imply it's silver, and Nora stabs him with it before it's too late, killing him instantly. Also, turns out Jet is here and he's working with the doctor, because I guess all the werewolves like work for him. Like he's a necromancer or some shit, I don't know. But the doctor comes in to see Damon dead, and I love how you can see she's got one of those fake like push pin costume knives. It looks so stupid. But all of a sudden, Damon stands up and attacks. What was that? That was unedited, by the way. There is no audio there at all. The doctor finishes him off with an off-screen gunshot, and they get jumped by a random-ass werewolf in the kitchen as they're fleeing, right? Nora goes to town on him, like absolutely stabs the shit out of him like she's a little British boy. And, you know, after this happens, they're crying really hard, they're freaking out, and I was confused. I was like, it's just some random guy, right? The camera pans down, and it's fucking Jet. The, like, main dude from the beginning. He dies like this? Really? 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 That's the climax? Whatever. Right before they leave, though, they see this blue room with like a girl werewolf where he's extracting the blood from her, right? They free him because they want to stop the scientist because they deduce that he wants to make an apocalypse. And as they figure this out, he like kind of slow clap walks in and it's fucking awesome. After he appears, they try to run away to get out of the house, but Raider shows up again and stops them. That's the Raider noise. That's the noise that happens when Raider shows up. The lady werewolf that they just freed runs in and actually attacks Raider, so the girls run off back to the red room to grab their keys that he took from them. Now, Raider is unfortunately still alive. I guess he offed that other girl. So he tries to attack them, and we get the big final showdown. April stabs the shit out of him, and he's dead now. Hell yeah, man. They get the keys back, they drive off, and we fade to black. Movie over, right? Movie's finally over? Finally? No. We come back next morning to April getting a phone call from Carly. But who's Carly, right? Who's Carly? Carly is the name of the actress that plays Nora. They didn't even change her name in the phone for the shot. Come on, man. Just a little more effort, please. Just a little bit. We get some news footage of some rampant werewolf attacks, and we get this hard-ass final line from April.
We killed the man. We didn't stop the machine.
Also, they didn't mask the TV effect behind her, so you just see this little like staticky shit on her. I really liked that. I don't know. But after this, the news reporter comes back on and says, God bless America. We are under attack. And then the movie ends. It just hard ends right there. That's it. So we end with the werewolves are still coming. They stopped absolutely nothing. And soon, I guess, everyone's going to be a werewolf. But at a certain point, wouldn't everyone end up just a werewolf? And then like no one's a werewolf. You know, it's like it's just a werewolf society, I guess. I have so many questions for this movie, but I think they can all be summed up into one. Why? But anyways, that was Bite, a real movie that really exists. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe click that little subscribe button. Also, thank you to the Patreon members. You guys help keep the lights on. If you want to support me, you can head on over there. But with all that being said, my name is Prisk. That's Reggie. He's back there. And I'll see you in a... Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call.
They found her body in the dumpster, and the dumpster was on fire.